Yes.
So
Oh, I'm
adorable.
pumped. Yes,
You're
absolutely.
so adorable.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the WAC Morning Live. My name is
Good
Autumn. This is Richard. And welcome to Watch Autumn Keto, where we go live every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning at
Oh
9:30
my
a.m.
God.
Eastern. You can also catch us on Wednesday nights at 8:30 for hashtag WAC
Yes, you
Wednesday.
can.
On these lives, we just talk about keto. We talk about our lives. We talk about how keto fits into our lives. Mostly
It's a
my
lot of
life
stuff.
because he don't be eating keto. On blast. Yep, I did it.
I am keto-ish.
You are like the shirt says,
I
Lord.
am keto-ish.
So you can catch us right here on anywhere on the internet at Watch Autumn Keto, and then also get you some Keto Strong gear at IamKetoStrong.com. Also, don't forget you can get you some tickets to Keto Palooza, the Keto Family Reunion event like no other, taking place in Louisville, Kentucky, this September 17th through 19th, 2021. Click on the link in the description box below to get you some tickets. Right, so. Whew, enough of that. That was a lot. That was a mouthful. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take a drink of my water here.
And I am more keto than not. Like I said yesterday when
I mean that's probably true. More keto than not, right?
See, there you go.
I just got finished from talking on Clubhouse for the last hour and a half. We were talking about keto on vacation, which I thought would be a great thing for the WAC fam to talk about as well. I wanted to carry that's over. But hopping into the comments, Hoofnit is here, says, I beat Hungry Heath. Yes, yes, you did. First, good morning. Joyce is here, says, good morning, WAC fam. Pray you had a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day. Yes, absolutely.
I would say my keto tip is do what I do and try to eat more meat.
Eat more meat. That's all. Isn't that Chick-fil-A too? No, eat more chicken. That's what. Either way, that's meat. Yes. Robin's here, says, "Good morning. Great conversation on Clubhouse." Yes, Robin, I saw you in the club today. Kelly's here, says, "Good morning." Migrating over from Clubhouse. Yeah, we were all just on Clubhouse. Beth said, "Good morning, Autumn, Richard, and the WAC fam." Yes, exactly. Kelly Keith is here. Says, "Good morning, everybody." TC's here. Says, "Good morning." Kelly said, "Thumbs up for vacation." Yeah, go ahead. Give that thumbs up for the thought of vacation. Kelly said, "Okay, ear hustling while I work." Absolutely. Well, we're so glad that you're here.
Like everybody's had a staycation.
Jerry Van West, exactly. Last year was a staycation. Jerry Van West is here. Says, "Good morning, WAC fam. It's a gorgeous day here in Phoenix. Started at 4 a.m. with a lovely 3.35 mile walk. Getting things done. Close 2 circles on my Apple Watch, and definitely feeling the grooves already before 6:30. That's nuts. Absolutely great.
An amazing feeling.
Sylvia said, "Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday." You're right. Dee's here, says, "Morning, good weathers. TGIF. I concur." Rashada's here, says, "Grand rising and happy Friday. Yay." Ear hustling as I finish up Sydney Cummings Transcend Day 4. Got 3 miles in already. That's amazing. You guys, one thing I love about Sydney Cummings is her commitment to putting out a new exercise video every single day. And then just recently, and by recently, it might have been like the last year, where she's been like doing these 30-day programs, right? So it's like a new workout every single day for you to do.
Keep it fresh.
I love it. I absolutely love her for that.
Definitely does not settle.
Yes.
Not stand still at all.
D said no countdown or dance. I did both. Maybe it was just so early, but I was in the building. Did y'all not see me dancing?
Oh my God.
Did y'all not see the countdown? Because that's my favorite part of the day. Stacy's here, says, "Happy Friday. Yay, good morning." He said, "Furious Friday. The Warren just got an email telling us that the insurance company will not extend our hotel even though our house is not repaired yet. Where do they expect you to go?" What? I don't understand. I can't.
Yeah,
I can't.
I don't think anybody can.
I cannot.
That's the wonderful world of insurance.
I mean, that is ridiculous.
But isn't that how it happens? Though every time you pay in so much for it, once you need it, they're
like, "Oh, you don't qualify. You don't qualify. You don't qualify."
Get it back.
My goodness.
I should just put my money out of the bed.
Exactly, and I could pay this stuff out of pocket. Nice.
That's my insurance money I saved for 4 years.
Mom is here, says, "Greetings and salutations, WAC fam." Mom was also on Clubhouse this morning. It was pretty great. Yeah.
Was she stalking? Or
no, she actually talked. Yeah, she contributed.
What?
It was great. Susan's here, says, "Good morning, happy Friday." Absolutely.
Did you say anything?
The doctors said, "Good morning." It was more affirmative to say, "Oh, someone brought up a great point, so I just wanted to say thank you for that, and I'm going to use that the next time that I am on vacation." So it was a great point.
There you go. Each one teach one.
Each one Teach one. Absolutely. Mary T said, good morning. Happy Friday. A little cooler today. Well, that's good. Glad that the weather exactly is holding up for you. Mabelina's here, says, good morning, all. Amber's here, says, good morning.
Good morning, Amber.
Yes. Yeah, just going through. Bayou Princess is here, says, good morning, everyone. Just stopping by. I have to work this morning. I'll have to catch the replay. Have a great day, everyone. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. Yes.
Right back at you, Miss
Rhonda says, hello, Whack fam, happy Friday, more so because I got a comp day off, Monday, because of all the work that I put in when the coworker was out sick. That's amazing.
So it's a nice little vacay weekend for you, Rhonda.
Rebecca said, going on family vacay in Aruba for a month. Live your life, Rebecca. Suggestions to stay keto, taking my keto chow. Yes. Okay, suggestions.
Lots of meat.
We talked about that, pretty much the entire time on Clubhouse this morning. So if you're going for a month, I'm assuming you're staying at some sort of like timeshare like situation with a kitchen. Like you're not like at a hotel in a hotel room for a month or something. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And in that case, eat like you do at home, right?
So, okay, there you go.
No, because
don't look at the tropical environment.
But what we were talking about on Clubhouse was just that you've got to be honest with yourself about the choices that you're making, right? Are you truly like put out and destitute to where it's just like, I have to eat whatever they have there. I have no choice. Exactly. I did not want this Sunday, but that's all they have in Aruba is ice cream. So now I have to eat this, right? So it's like, are you using it as an excuse to really make choices that aren't in line with what you want to accomplish anyway?
Live your super best un-keto life.
Yes, exactly, right? So we have to, just be honest in terms of like, okay, why am I eating the way that I'm eating? A couple of other tips that came up. I'd love to hear everyone else's tips and tricks for traveling on keto as well. One thing that I did recently, the last time I traveled, so a year ago, right? But the last time I traveled, I would fast on my traveling days because I tend to associate the airport with food, with snacks, right? And I would pack all these keto snacks for my entire trip, and I would eat them all before I left.
Oh my God!
Yeah, in the airport, right? So
like it was before you got on the plane.
Before I got on the plane. Exactly. So I'm just like, you know what? That's not my jam. That's not my ministry. I can't do that. It doesn't make me feel good.
Yes.
And there's no reason. I don't have to eat at the airport. It's just all routine, right? Yes. So actually not eating for my entire travel day actually works well for me as well. So that's just a tip that I have as well.
I'm figuring you're just sitting there and you're just waiting, sitting and waiting. It's like there's no point in eating all that.
There's no point.
Snack on maybe.
No, I don't need it. I really don't. Because look, I'm an avid like alternate day faster anyway. So I go days, not in a row, but days at a time without eating. So there is nothing biologically going on in my body that will require me to eat on any particular day, right? It's a choice that I make, especially if I eat the day before.
But as somebody who is an eater every day, it would like a bag of peanuts, or depending on how long the flight is, if it's a few hours, like a little bag of almonds or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, and that's another thing. Realize
if you have to snack.
If you're
not hungry, if you just eat a breakfast or something, you're good.
Brian's here. Says, good morning, y'all. Hoping everyone is having a fry-tastic morning. Exactly. That's another thing. Look, if you normally don't have breakfast and you normally don't eat till 1 p.m. anyway, if your flight is at 7 o'clock and you're landing at 11:30, and then like you don't have to eat, like don't eat while you're traveling. That's just habit right there.
Now
right?
What about when you actually are at your destination?
What, like at 1 o'clock at your destination? Yeah, then make good choices. That's all that's all I can
don't let that vacation air fool you.
Yes,
because you got to come home eventually.
He said we have mold in our AC ductwork, and the other day they told us they would not. They do not cover mold. I just don't know. I just cannot.
What kind of insurance?
Yes, I know, right?
Oh, man. What have you been paying?
Kathy P and AZ here says, "Good morning, Whack fam. Got to work early, so I'm ear hustling just in case I missed the hellos. Hi, I'm so glad you're here, Kathy P. Gigi's here says, "Good morning, Chris. They just called me to come in. I said no, not today. Hey, there you go. That's what happens.
He says, you have the wrong number.
Exactly. Renee said, good morning, Autumn, Richard. Autumn, I was trying to say hi this morning, but you could not hear me. I'm so sorry. I kept trying to bring you up onto the stage on Clubhouse, and sometimes it just be like rebelling against people. Like, I can't bring you up onto the stage. I tried really hard, but thank you so much for joining. Renee. I really appreciate it. It was just me and you for a second there. So Valencia's here, says, good morning. Happy Friday.
Good morning.
He said we were supposed to have a crew come and tear everything out. They showed up an hour and a half late and said the job was too big. Look, Heath, you can't keep these are making me upset every time I read them. Like, so imagine how upset you are living them, but still, that is crazy.
Dealing with insurance, man. So it's like, what do you cover? I'm like, what do you have a company for? The job too big?
Yes.
It's called a house. I don't know what the heck you do. Do you just do garage?
He said the insurance company never sent anyone else out. So my house sat for a month with no repairs. We were finally allowed to hire our own contractor, but they have not issued the check to pay the contractor. Ooh, don't get me started. Yeah, that's Chanel said, good morning, all. Hi.
Welcome to when stuff hits the fan, what insurance companies do.
Exactly. Melissa said, great Friday morning.
Yeah, they find when you paying that bill and everything's good.
Then when you need them.
And then it's like, wait, something happened? Yeah.
TC said travel with snacks when sightseeing for energy and saving money. Yeah, you're right. You are absolutely right. Dr. Y said, stay focused on vacation, but make room for a planned indulgence. Yeah. So here's what also I was talking about on Clubhouse.
What's that?
Is I need to find out if overindulgence is an actual word or if not. But like, there's a difference between indulgence and overindulgence, right? So like I talked about when I was in Paris, like you're in a place where like the cuisine is something, completely authentic and different than you can have anywhere else. So there's a difference between enjoying a croissant and enjoying 7 croissants. Like there's a difference. They're like
buying the whole thing.
So it just keeping baguettes in your backpack.
Trying to buy everybody.
No regrets about my dual baguettes, right? But that rhymed. #bars, #baguette bars. Okay, give it to me if you're watching me on the replay right now. There's just you can indulge in certain ways and you can enjoy yourself without making it a reason to just binge and to go completely off the rails. And Jonathan Shane said something today, that I really got to just focus on playing in my mind. Like the vacation, food is part of the experience, but the food is not the experience. Yes. Unless you're going on like a food tour or a food cruise or something.
This is the name.
That's But other than that, the experience of like spending time in a new place, it's the surroundings. It's not the food. There might be a portion of food that is a part of it, but it's not about that all day or day.
For me, that would be like in a tropical environment. Give me a nice something salmon or something like it. It's a nice sitting on like in a cabana. And just enjoying.
He said, I've spoken to 3 attorneys. One says we can join a class action suit, but it'll take 3 to 5 years for results. I can't.
Back to the cabana.
I know, right? On to happier things, Heath. What time you said happy Friday?
Somebody give Heath the phone number.
Exactly.
Oh, I can think of it.
Mom said 3 to 5 years. What the what? Exactly.
I mean, but that's the legal system right there. They just counting the insurance system.
With the court system. See, Mary T says, you know me, keto every day. Even on vacation, I keep my motto in mind: bring keto-friendly what I can, make and order keto food when I can, and I fast. I can always find keto-friendly food. That's another thing. You can always find keto-friendly food. Once again, they said on Clubhouse, never underestimate the power of just taking off the bun. Taking off the bun, subbing the side for vegetables. That's all you have to do. Yes. At 99% of the places you go, they're going to have a burger option and a side, right? Take off the bun, get the vegetables.
I never do the burger that much.
But I'm just saying, if you have
fish,
anxiety,
chicken, the steak.
Rebecca said, thanks for the tips. There is no time difference from here to Aruba, staying in a house, and I do intermittent fast. So on my traveling day. So great idea. Yeah. So
there you go.
I mean, really, so there's just so many different tips that people have said. Another tip from a friend of Clubhouse was that she chooses one thing each day, like a different thing each day that she would choose for her indulgence, you know? So if she's at a resort and one day they just plan to relax by the pool all day, maybe that's the day where she indulges in like sugary margaritas, you know? I'll have 2 of those, right? But that doesn't mean she goes crazy for breakfast. That doesn't mean she goes crazy, you know, that means she stays keto for lunch and dinner because that's the thing she's choosing. Nice. Maybe the next day they're going to a fancy restaurant where she's going to have the steak and potatoes and all this. So what does that mean? She doesn't drink sugary drinks throughout the day. She doesn't go off plan for breakfast and lunch because that's her one thing. Ooh, exactly, like right? So choose your one thing each day and then stick to that, because my problem is, which, you know, like I'm just really focusing on whenever I go on a vacation, look, and I only eat one meal a day when I'm at home, but when I'm on vacation, every meal is a 5-course meal. Breakfast, I gotta have like 2 bagels, 3 pieces of toast, all of the muffins, and then for lunch, I gotta have like 3 pieces of pizza and breadsticks. And then for dinner, that's when we have some, like, it's just these exorbitant amount of foods. Like you would never eat this in one day at home. Crap. That's what I'm saying. So I make food the experience, which I really just don't want to do.
Well, say for me, if you go somewhere and like that you haven't been, like, to eat the local cuisine, but you can also, there's like local meats are served. Yeah. There's bacon local in the morning. You can have different types of bacon, different types of sausages and stuff, different types of, again, all the meat proteins and chicken.
Rhonda said, today's my 6-year anniversary of when I quit smoking. Oh, do not miss it at all. Now that is something right there. Felicia's here, says, good morning. Hope everyone has a fabulous day. Same to you. Yes.
Loving all the positive vibes.
And yes. And so here's another thing that I would also say, you know, because once again, mentally, it's for me, it's feeling the indulgence. Yes. If you're going to indulge, make it be on keto food. And I would take it a step further and say carnivore food, you know? So maybe in the morning, instead of having 2 bagels and 4 pieces of toast, I can have all the sausage and bacon patties that I want. If that's what if that's what I need to mentally give myself, in order to feel like I'm doing something crazy, think about the things that it's going to make it, a true experience to you. But yeah, like if you're like, I love those take off the restriction to limit what you're eating, the amount that you're eating, but focus in on the foods that you're eating. If that's something that you need help with, right?
I naturally gravitate toward that.
Yes.
Have all the bacon.
Dr. Wise said my planned indulgence for Keto Palooza is a biscuit from Biscuit Belly. Like I said, I better be on that invite list. Rashana said we've been living in our house through construction. It's been since March, and I'm over it. Oh my goodness, that is amazing.
Nothing says fun like living through your house being done.
All around you, exactly. Kathy P said, I vacation many times on keto. Fasting and good food choices are key. I'm about the experiences, not highlighting the food. Exactly. We were talking about we were talking about on Clubhouse, because Mom was on there today talking about our trip to the Mall of America, when we had all these plans and things that we wanted to accomplish, but every morning, the mall opens at 9. Like we and by we I mean me, would immediately go to Great American Cookie Company. Why? At 9 a.m.? Yeah. Like as soon as you get to the mall, you go to a snack place and you just fill up on snacks, right? And by then, you just want to sit down. Like there were just plenty of times where we just sat and watched people walk by because we're like, we can't move, man. We're just so full, right? I mean, yeah, it was moderately fun in the moment. It quickly got to be too much. And then of course the mental things and the way that it set us back, in terms of our weight and our mindset, just totally not worth it, So just think about that. Jerry Van West said, for the rest of the world, the standard American diet is already overindulgence. Food portions are so out of the standards to other countries. Yes. What's beyond overindulgence? Yeah. Been there, done that. Exactly.
Definitely been like
that's America.
Walk to the mall, she's like, you starting with cookies?
He said, sorry to be such a butchka. I'm just so angry. No, man. We are there with you. Thank you for riling up our emotions. I just feel completely helpless in a situation like that.
Well, that's the point. It's we already know what insurance do. He was like, we understand your pain and we all with you.
Yes, absolutely.
If there was a way we could speed this up, we totally
sue all of them together. Matrey's here. It says, hi, everyone. Beth said, vacation is treated like my everyday life. Is it worth how my body will feel after eating it? Exactly. That's how I felt, I always made it, especially on vacations where like walking is part of the fun. Like we wanted to see every square inch of the Mall of America, and we were just like, we got to sit to the side. Like I can't do it, you know.
So you didn't walk it?
Not the whole thing. We walked a lot of it, but we just didn't feel like moving because we were so weighed down of food, you know, with food, right? Even in New York City, there were some times where I would just eat so much that I'm just like,
meat related or still sweet?
No, just pizza and donuts. Yeah, and pastries, like
bacon and eggs.
I know, right? But even then, you don't need to eat that much. Yes, you know, just it's not even. There's a difference between one slice of New York pizza and 4 slices of New York pizza. Like there's somewhere in between there where you can live, right? So it's just all about being honest with yourself.
I also think you're finally coming to becoming that person too.
Yeah,
where it's like. It took you that way. In that time, how long ago was that?
Just a couple of years.
A couple of years?
Well, I mean, we went to Minneapolis in 2018, and then New York maybe 4 years, 3 years before that.
It's like it took so long. Man, back then, you didn't know anything you were talking about. You're just like, have fun, do stuff, eat.
Yeah.
And like, why am I sick? Oh, my belly. But now you're like, wait a minute.
I don't want to feel that.
Psychologically, I was in a bad place. And I didn't even know what I was doing.
Yeah.
But now you're totally miserable.
Rashada said, vacation for me is not a time to be overly strict. Give yourself grace while making the best choices. I mean, when will you go to Aruba again? That is a great question. If the answer is next year, really focus on that. Really think about that. But also there's a difference between going to Aruba for a week and going to Aruba for a month.
Yes, that is
you know,
true.
like there just has to be some sort of recognition of like, if I'm choosing to be overly indulgent, it's because that's what I'm choosing, and I'm using the vacation as an excuse when there is no reason why I can't still make the choices that are going to make my body feel good this whole time.
And I like your to piggyback on that point. I like your point of picking a day for one thing every day. And
I'm going to try that. That's what I'm going to try.
And to mix it into actually walk the vacation, like go to places while you're doing stuff. If you mix all those things together, I think you'll be perfect. Yeah,
and then just not overeating for overeating's sake. Yeah. Felicia says, I'm going to Florida in a couple weeks and going to try and stay low carb. I feel overall better eating keto, but I know it's going to be a bit challenging. Yeah, just make it,
Florida has amazing
the choices that are right for you. Exactly. And that's another thing similar to, like I said, my friend on Instagram, she went to Disney and she was just like, I could have loaded up on the ice cream and all of this, but like then I can't get in the 30,000 steps that are needed to enjoy Disney to the fullest, right? It's like I'm really getting to the point where I have to balance the scales in terms of I want to feel good today, in terms of I want to be able to move and actually participate, not I want to feel good with all the food I'm stuffing in my face, because that's temporary. And then you feel bad for so much longer. Like you can't walk. You got to be in the bathroom. You want to be asleep. Yeah,
Florida heat and all them sweets is not a recipe.
I'm getting to the point.
You're going to be in the first corridor like, and we done.
Yes. Rebecca says, thanks, Kathy P. I'm going to focus on the fresh fish, lobster, and butter.
See,
that's my husband's language.
That's why I was never worried about. We go to Aruba. I'm good. That's why I always say I'm keto-ish. Because I'm like, I just gravitate towards, I don't gravitate toward the buns. Give me the food.
I gravitate towards your buns. Hi-yo. No. Okay.
Give me the food. I want the bone-in stuff. I want the fresh seafood. Give me the lobster tail and the whole lobster connected to it.
Ew.
Like,
no. Rhonda says, I know how to stay keto on vacation, but I choose not to at least 2 of the 5 days on vacation. Jumping in and out of ketosis is a good thing to do periodically, and periodically is for vacations. Yeah, that's true. I mean, whatever works for you, because once again, if you can have those experiences and it not make you feel guilty and it not weigh you down, and it adds to the experience, go for it, but it doesn't have to be the experience.
And I would say just don't stress yourself, because you don't want to go and add stress to your vacation. So my thing would be like, I would still sneak some starch in there. Like I would have a bagel or something, but have like walk on the beach with the bagel. Yeah. And just be like,
activity. Look over there.
Exactly.
Oh, beach bagel.
Eat 2 donuts as you're going downtown.
Yeah. Work that food off. Mary T said, my buddies were upset. They thought they couldn't go to a favorite Italian restaurant on our last girls trip. I showed them how it's done. I did have a bite of tiramisu to make them feel better. Ain't that something where like people are just all up in your plate when you're keto, and you're like, let me live my life.
As if they're worried, like, oh my God, I don't want to invite you to this thing because then you'll hate it. I'm like, I don't want you stressing out how
about leave me alone? Exactly. I'll make my own food choices when I go there. Y'all do y'all. Sharace here says, good morning. made it. Joe Ray, like, congrats, watched your video. Wonderland, huge. Pew, pew, pew. Oh, spoiler alert. Everyone, go back. Go watch her video. Did she make it? We don't know, right? So, no? Okay, I tried. Phyllis is here, says, morning all, just got the Facebook notification. Guess I'll have to go to the replay. Why? Why would they do
Phyllis.
that?
Well, just know that we talked you up real well earlier.
Chanel said, so the idea is to indulge on your keto-minded terms. My idea is to do whatever is going to make you feel the best. And to remember that, food, vacation should not be an excuse to just go completely off the rails, because that's not healthy no matter what, just this notion of like restriction and then extreme indulgence and then going back, like that's just not good mentally anyway. So, but yes, like if you're a keto everyday person and you're like, no matter what, I never need to eat non-keto food, so vacation is no different. More power to you.
Mary T.
You're right? I was thinking of her when I said that. But if you're just like keto or, vacation is a time where I'm not so strict on myself and I can have some, cuisine that's specific to the area. That's do me. It's just, well, you're not keto all the time anyway, but the point is, just do it on your terms. Make it a choice that you're making and don't make it seem like you're just subject to your environment. Like, oh no, I'm going to this resort, so I have to eat all this food. You can make a choice to stay keto and to eat in a way that makes you feel good. So that's how I say it.
The meats.
Laura said, good morning from Laura from Southern California. Hi, Laura. Glad that you are here. Oh, Brian said, smash that thumbs up, y'all. Absolutely. Jerry Van West said, scale victory. I broke 280 this week. I got on the scale 278. I got to go. This is my brother. This is business. Please take over.
All right. Now that you're checking the scale, Jerry, let me finish reading it. All right, scale victory. You broke 280 this week. I got the scale 278 this morning. Celebrate. Look at you. You were just melting away the pounds, Jerry. I am so very impressed. Deserves claps. Claps all around, especially for me, because I just did it. Okay. Jessica says, my idea of staying keto on vacation is skipping the sugary drinks and going straight to the hard liquor. Did you and my wife just talk? Did y'all have a conversation? Because she is straight up about the hard liquor. As far as that goes, though, Jessica, see, I'm with you there. I can't, it's been a while since I did hard liquor, actually. But I can see, I just don't overindulge in that situation. Give me like one or two. I did love her idea on picking a day, making that day like margarita day, or the next day like going and having pastries down at the thing. So I do enjoy that very much. But for me, give me one or two, especially depending on the bartender. Give me one or two margaritas. I call it a day. All right. Let's see. All right. Hoofness said, did you ride the roller coaster at MOA? So much fun. Okay. Well, Hoofnet, I have no idea what MOA is. Oh, you mean Mall of America. I don't even know how I asked her that. That's actually an interesting question. We will ask when she returns. Me, on the other hand, funny story, I used to be really big on roller coasters when I was young. I was really big up until like, I think high school age. And then for some reason, I'm going to think it was probably peer pressure and I didn't want to embarrass myself in front of everybody. I became like really like, I'm not really a big roller coaster guy. I'm not trying to go up and throw my body all over the place and see what happens. But then actually like 2 years ago, actually wasn't 2 years ago. What was it? Was it Disney World? Was it Disney World? I ended up going on a roller coaster again. I was like, you know what? They're not that bad. Like I can actually do one again. I don't know about her in the Mall of America though. We will ask when she returns. All right, let's see. Heath says, I can't wait any longer. I'm calling the head office now. Heath, we all there with you, my man. I don't even know where to begin. Do not get me started on insurance and the funny games they play with all of our money. That's just all I'm saying. I'm just gonna say that out loud. Okay. Petit D says, keep killing it, Jerry Van West. I'm gonna have to double up on that, Petit D, and say Jerry is a monster out there. That is amazing times amazing. Jerry, you are the best. Kabuta Bree says, Joe Ray, good morning. Bunch of good, just positive vibes happening this morning. I am loving it. Okay. Oh, Stacy says, I try to do good a month before my vacation so I can enjoy my vacation. I also fast for breakfast and enjoy lunch and dinner whilst on vacation. See, honestly, that's kind of me. I mean, the skipping breakfast and going just straight from lunch and dinner on vacation. Because once I'm woke, okay, it also depends on where you're at vacation. If you're on vacation, for me, it's somewhere tropical. You're at a resort. Like if you're in the snow, you might need more sustenance in the morning. Like if you're in the Aspen area or something, you're like, I might need an extra breakfast. But for me, if I'm in a tropical environment, if it's like palm trees and just horizons falling out, I'm gonna get out and get in that water first. I'm gonna get in the water first for at least about an hour or two. Then I'll eat, I guess, what's considered lunch. Yeah, no, for me, it's always about when we consider vacation. Now, I can vacation anywhere, but I think the colder it gets, the more you might need that morning coat and morning breakfast, shall we say. Let's see, back to it. Everybody's saying hello, hello. A bunch of positive vibes going around. Kabuto Breeze says, Jerry, you rocking it. I mean, again, to piggyback on that, Jerry, you're amazing. Just want to say that out loud. I think I just did. Let's see. And he's adding to it. Let's see. All right. Jerry said, I saw an awesome meme from Christy at the Keto Village and shared it on the Facebook group. Keto is a process. I would have to completely agree. If you can't do less than 20 carbs, start with less than 60. Can't go to the gym, go for a walk. And I am truly a big fan of that because from my perspective, it's always the mental game. That's what people do not, some people underestimate, how can I say? It's because no matter what you do, it's always going to be a challenge to get out of your normal rut. So most people take it and after like a day or two, they're just like, you know what, screw it. I don't feel like trying anymore. Or I did too much. Now I'm tired. My bones start hurting. Reel it back. Do not stop. Reel it back. Like just start slow. Like what we talked about with the push-ups. Like instead of you can't do 2-3 push-ups, start on the steps. You know what I mean? Do that incline at the highest, whichever you almost vertical if you have to be. Do that. But wherever you at, just do those and pace yourself and connect that with another day, and then connect that with another day, and then before you know it, you got a week. And then after that, guess what happens? You start actually getting better. You actually start like, you know what? It's a little easier. I can do a little bit more. Let me start challenging myself. But you start off at your own pace. Everybody can't start off at the same pace. That is the one thing I've learned very much. Because I used to actually amateur bodybuild with my cousin, and his pace was ridiculous. I mean, he literally lived at the gym to the point where I was just, are we going home? Is there anything happening today? So he would be hitting it for, I know, at least, 6 hours a day? I could give you one or two. For the next 4 hours, I'm walking around looking at signs and just oh, this is nice. Okay. Okay. Everybody has their pace. I was going to say that. You got to find yours. Okay. Let's see. Where was I at? Oh, something about. Okay, there we go. Okay, Maitreya says, I don't have much leeway on ingredients, but I do relax and eat outside my usual daily needs on vacation. Like I'm going to a Brazilian steakhouse at Keto Palooza and I am eating all the meats. And I have to say, I agree with you, Maitreya. I don't see, that's what I consider a real vacation. That's the one thing, like, you can, I don't say overindulge, but you can indulge in the meats when you're away, because you know what? You on vacation. Again, like Chocolate City says, how often are you going to be at said place in your life? You know what I mean? We don't know that. And the one thing, just don't make yourself sick. Like, pace yourself, enjoy yourself. Go eat all the meats. Go sample, like the word sample. Go sample all the meats at the Brazilian steakhouse. Yeah, sample away. Ain't nothing wrong with that, especially if you're on vacation. That's what that's for. Let's see. Oh, Felicia says, thank you for all the insight. Very, very helpful. I mean, that's the WAC fam. That's kind of what we do. Dr. Rice says, right, Maitreya, all the meats. Preach, Dr. Wise. That's what I'm saying. I'm just like, hey, I don't see nothing wrong with that. I was like, if anything, you got to scoot over. Both of us in this thing. What Brazilian? Can I write this thing? What Brazilian steakhouse you going to? We might have to caravan off to that thing. Let's see. Oh, Kathy P says Jerry V. West. That's what I'm assuming because those initials are just too strong. Jerry V. West is killing it with keto and his new Blackstone. Oh, hey, Cutie Pie.
Hey, sorry about that. Had to handle some business.
You're fine. Everybody's just commenting on how amazing you are. I think that's for the most part.
Thanks, everyone. Oh, I've decided I am going to shoot a reaction video to the beginning of you guys. I'm doing that. I'm doing that today. And then I'll post it. Because, the good thing about reaction videos is there's not a lot of editing because it just plays in real time. Right?
Yes.
But I do want to watch that, but I want to get it up in a timely fashion. So that'll probably be up tomorrow.
So cute.
You're so cute. And I'm sure that's the stuff you said about me when I wasn't here.
Exactly.
Yes. So, Rhonda said, I primarily eat carbs early in the day so that I have the most time to work it off. That's what I do all the time, even when I'm not vacationing.
See,
and I love
that's
it.
That's a wonderful strategy, though. You have your balance.
Balance, yeah. So maybe have your carby breakfast and then make it keto, carnivore as you go throughout the day. Jerry says, went to Disney in 2019, went completely off, didn't feel very good, and had a really hard time getting on back on track after coming home. Not worth it.
We went in 2018, me and my sister, and honestly, I couldn't. The heat was so intense. I literally, like I said, I was happily paying $10 for a bottle of water.
Yeah.
Like I was so healthy just because
I need it.
If I'd ate a sweet, I would have my sugar. I'd have been on the side of the bench.
Susan said, I was pleasantly surprised when I got back from the recent vacation and I weighed exactly the same. We did a lot of walking that I'm sure helped. Yes, that is absolutely amazing. You
gotta interweave that. You got to mix that in with your vacation.
Yes, Mom said, yes, we did ride the roller coaster at Mall of America. Yeah, we did. They're so fun. You guys, that whole Nickelodeon universe is fun. Yes, we did.
So
right.
After you let the cookies settle for another 3 hours.
Yes. Mary T said, don't get me wrong. If I were ever in Paris, I'm having a chocolate croissant, but maybe not 10 as I would have had before. Exactly.
And there you go. But you're enjoying.
Mom said, Mary T, I'm eating 4 of them.
And she said,
if it was my second time back, maybe I would, but you're right.
But also remember that the store's not going anywhere. Like you can go back the next day.
The next day.
Go home, sample
exactly.
that.
Jen is here. Says, hey. Oh Joe and Rachel's here. Joe says, hi, family. Did you see I Instagrammed you? Please Instagram me back. And if you have already and I haven't checked, that sounds like something I would do. So thank you so much. But yes, it's all about making the best choices you can, right? Rebecca said, yes, congrats to Jerry and Laura. Keto strong. You're right. Flex emoji. So yes. And Susan said, nice work, Jerry. You are inspiring. I agree. Yeah, same and badass as well. Yes. Like I love the picture that you posted in the Facebook group. Like, and that was wearing a Too Crazy Keto shirt as well. Like I absolutely love it.
That's called positive.
Dr. Wise said Brazzero Steakhouse is not far from the hotel. It's a nice walk to and from. Yes, it is nice. That's also something we could do as well. So it is a lot. Oh, Gigi said 30-minute mark. Thank you. That was a while ago.
Interweaving the exercise into the vacation.
Interweave.
Yeah, you gotta do it secretly.
You gotta do the secret exercise.
Most people just can't go to like the training room and just
we going to the gym, man.
Most people let's sneak this.
I don't know where
walk to the restaurants. What are you looking for?
My marker.
Oh no! Did you take it with you?
No, I didn't take it with me. Lord knows we got 97 markers, so it's probably somewhere in there.
There's a permanent marker.
He done gave me a Sharpie to write on the board with. Absolutely not. Okay.
That way we can truly know what your weight.
This will be my weight, but not forever though. I rebuke that. Jesus. Yes. So, yes. Jared Van West says, thought for the day. Stay committed to your decisions, but stay flexible in your approach. That's Tony Robbins right there.
I have to say, did you say?
I love that. No, that is a great way to think about it. Okay, thanks. And I gotta erase some stuff. I gotta erase some stuff.
Okay. Basically, Jerry lost a lot of weight and kicked a lot of butt.
Exactly. He's a butt kicker. Okay. So this was my weight. You remember I completely fasted. I keto chow fasted, and then I ate the next day, which was good. Even though I didn't have a plan, I just ate like 4 scrambled eggs and some butter, had a keto chow. I still kept it on plan. No sweets. I mean, I'm nailing it right now.
It's your jerky.
Stepped on the scale was 196.6. That can happen, anytime you eat after extended fast, So I was just like, that's fine. Stepped on the scale. So I fasted again yesterday. I had 2 keto chows. I pretty much did what I did on Tuesday. I had 2 keto chows and a bag of Quest chips. And I did have some jerky. I had a fair amount of jerky because we made jerky yesterday. And I had to test it. I had to try it out, right?
Yes, you did.
So I stepped on the scale today, 194.8. I'm back. That 1.8 pounds is completely gone. So I am eating today. My husband made burgers and brats, and I'm really excited. Let me go get the jerky to show y'all.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I know. This is amazing. All right, I put it on top of the shelf, and then you have to knock on the door, and a little man will come out and open it for you. Just ignore him and move on. And they got it already. Sweet.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Look at all this jerky that I made. And this is just my jerky. Richard has his own jerky bags. Because we both bought some bottom round.
We both
your bottom round.
Jerkies.
And we both we made
your bottom round.
We made jerkies. Mine is definitely way more spicy than his, and it's delicious.
Yes, yours is immediately way more spicy. I'm kind of a little bit jelly.
It's so tough and chewy. This is like my favorite meat ever. Like,
you ain't lying. I was like, if you could send yourself that in the keto crate, that would be the first stick that gets on.
Mm-hmm.
You see how biased he is?
So good. But either way, it's so easy.
Yes.
And definitely how we're going to do it from now on, right?
I agree.
Okay.
Yep, we're on a big jerky kick in the household.
Yeah.
This is a jerky household.
Yeah, we're a jerky house now. Mm-hmm.
At least one of us is.
You're a jerk, so. Jervin Weston, is it cool to tag you on IG? If you're talking to me, the answer is hell yeah, it is. At Watch Autumn Keto. I would love to see it. Oh my God. Shelly tags me on Instagram all the time in her amazing, delicious meal preps. I'm just like, girl, how? How, Sway? Like, they're amazing.
Yeah, no, that's so true.
Tangela's here, says hello from Cincinnati. Hello, neighbor, right up the street. So,
Tangela, how was it going this morning?
Absolutely. Yep. Okay. Jervin West said, I made a cool keto chow last night. It's in the fridge with vanilla keto chow and 1 scoop of PB Fit. It tastes delicious. Can't wait to drink it. So,
doesn't he always say that?
I had 2 keto chows yesterday. One, I couldn't tell if it was chocolate or mocha. I think it was mocha. It was delicious. The second one, it was the orange creamsicle. Yes. The flavor was like a little faint. I don't know if it's because I'm using too much liquid. You remember I told y'all, I make sure my keto chow is all the way full, right? So it was a very subtle flavor. It was more of like a vanilla sort of, but it did have that orange cream popsicle taste in the back, which was really pleasant. But like, it wasn't like a boom orange sherbet sort of situation.
It's the cream versus the orange.
Exactly. More cream than orange, but it was still really good.
But I like the cream.
I really did. As a fan
of orange creamsicles, it definitely took me back.
Yeah.
No, I had the lemon meringue yesterday.
Blue Duck says, what do you flavor your jerky with? So we cut the bottom round up. We put it in a bag. We put about, 8 seconds worth of Worcestershire in there. And then some, like a tablespoon of liquid smoke. Yes. He put some soy sauce in his. I think I might add some salt next time. Yes.
You put all the heat in
I put like a half a bottle of Tapatio in there. So I need to find a better way to not use up all my hot sauce. But I put half a bottle of Tapatio. I put like a tablespoon of cayenne. And I put about like a couple tablespoons of red pepper flake. I was like, oh, this is going to be spicy, right? Oh, yeah. And then we put beef broth in there to like loosen everything up. Because it was a lot of meat. So we needed to make sure that everything like covered everything, right? So yeah, and that's all it was. So
I very much enjoyed it.
Laura said, okay, I just weighed myself. I'm 160. So my weight loss is at 75 pounds in 9 months, 10 pounds from my goal. That is amazing, Laura. Way to go. So Jerry Van West said beef jerky is so easy that Rachel can do it, ? I mean, yes, which I think that all those videos is actually hilarious. Mom said, I really, really loving the keto chow made with butter instead of heavy whipping cream. For those who haven't tried it, switch it up one time. Once you go butter, you'll find there's no other. That's my mom, everyone. I'm gonna give you the live favorite for that round. So
I'm gonna take it away.
Hashtag butter bars.
Right that's because you don't deserve the live favorite.
Jen said I should make my own jerky. I bought the chef's cut jerky, which is a bit pricey but yummy. I mean, it is good. Don't get me wrong. I don't know if you would call it as good as like Tillamook jerky, but I love it.
Yours is way too dry for me.
Yeah, I mean, but you can control that.
I love mine.
Exactly.
I made mine meatier and thicker.
Oh, meatier.
Yeah. So my jerky is far superior. If we had a jerky war.
Boy,
you say something? Amber says I heard heavy cream covers the flavors in the keto chow. I don't know.
But we only use 2 tablespoons of heavy cream and the rest butter.
I'm fine with heavy whipping cream.
Yeah.
I mean, you can switch to just butter.
I mean, it was really good no matter what.
That's all I got to say.
Mary T said, I was pretty jealous of your dehydrator. Put my sad 1992 version to shame, coveting the Ninja now. Best wedding present we received.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you from my cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for that food. Yes.
I remember I was so mad when we first got that. I was like, we didn't even ask for this. Now it's just this big honking thing.
I know. I remember.
He remembers, right? But boy,
remember when she never was like, "Wow,
was I wrong?"
So we were never going to use this.
Rebecca said, thanks for all the encouraging suggestions. There will be a lot of beach and exploring, yes, on the island.
There we go.
Update when I get home. That sounds amazing.
Perfect,
so,
and see, you can take it with you. Just wrap it up. You can take any just actually.
Yes,
bacon.
Mom said, yeah, reclaim my title.
Travelable.
He took it right back. So, Blue Duck said, I keep wondering if I could make my own carnivore crisps. They are so pricey. I've never tried carnivore crisps, but I bet if you cut those into like beef, like chips, you can make them just as dry. So I absolutely love them.
We can have some real good time experiments.
Dee said, Rachel and Joe's recipe is better than most sugar-free jerkies I've tried. I don't know why I haven't made it again. I have a dehydrator now too. Oh, yeah. Speaking of that, we put some brown sugar in the brown sucrin, like the sucrin. So we did put that in there as well, just for a little bit of sweetness. Yes. I don't know if I can taste that, but still, Yeah, so we have to go grocery shopping today. I'm just having burgers and brats next week. Like, my meal preps are super simple and super consistent, the same, boring. I don't know, seafood. But I'm liking it. Oh, look at you, seafood. All right. So everyone have a great weekend. We'll catch you on Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. With that seafood, yeah, he done got some ideas. So have a great weekend, everyone. We will catch you on Sunday, okay? Let's jam out to the outro. Bye.
Goodbye, all.